All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I'm Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to go through Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. This is a weekend edition, but this is also a month-end edition. So I want to go through how all the Bitcoin miners did for the month of July, but I also want to take a look at where we closed on Friday and where we're trending right now. So we cover Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners all the time on this channel. If you are new to this channel, or if that's content that you're interested in, please remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Also, if everybody could please smash the like button, it helps the video out a lot, it helps the channel out a lot, and it helps get this out to more people. So I really appreciate it. Okay, so real quick, this was Friday's big board. This is where the Bitcoin miners finished on Friday. It was a very mixed day. We had some that were way up, we had a couple that were way down, and then most of the rest of the board was either minus 1 or 2% or plus 1 or 2%. But some of the outliers, HIVE was up 8.4%, Core Scientific was up 16.7%, Mawson was up 9.5%. Like I said, they finished the month down, if you remember, down 15%, and that includes a Thursday and Friday rally that was significant. So they were still down 15% even after that. On the downside, we had BitDigital down 8.5%, we had CleanSpark down 5%, so it was really all over the place on Friday. I'm not sure what really to glean from that. I don't take too much away from Friday's action. Okay, so here it is from a numbers standpoint. You'll see this is from top to bottom, the Bitcoin miners that performed the best to the worst. And I will show the chart in just a minute. I know I've switched from numbers to charts, and most people seem to like that better. I like to look at both, so I'm just going to quickly show you the numbers. So in other words, Marathon went from $5.34 to $12.99 just in the month of July. That is a monumental move. You see, that's 143%. So you'll go down the list and see there were some very big movers. I'm going to go to the chart because I think people prefer that visually. So if we look on the chart here, you're going to see, once again, we've been seeing a theme. There are the haves and the have-nots. All these Bitcoin miners at the moment do not seem to be created equal. They used to move a lot more in unison, but definitely, particularly in the month of July, there are some that had massive, massive comebacks, and there was one that was actually in the red for the month of July. So you guys can drop down in the comments your opinion of which ones you think overperformed or underperformed. So if we look at the chart, you'll see obviously Marathon far and away was the best performer, up 143%. Riot had a fantastic month. If not for Marathon, that would be a remarkable month, up 75%. Core Scientific had a very big comeback at the end of the month. They were up 68%. So it's worth noting that Marathon, Riot, and Core Scientific are the three largest market caps as well, and we will look at that in a minute. So the three largest market caps had the three largest gains. So to round it out, HUT was up 59%, DMG was up 55%, Stronghold was up 51%. That's a company that had been in a free fall, so that was a big, big turnaround for them. And HIVE Blockchain was up 51%. So those were the super performers, in my opinion, for the month. I'm just going to mention a few that I think really underperformed from a stock standpoint, just based on how their business is performing operationally. The first one is Bitfarms. So you'll see Bitfarms was up 30%. So, you know, it's all relative. 30% up in 1 month, that is a nice month, but you can see versus its peers, it lagged far behind. The other ones that perform similar to that, a lot of those aren't even mining Bitcoin yet. You know, Cypher was up 26%, Wolf was up 20%, but those companies haven't even really started mining Bitcoin, or they just started mining Bitcoin. But again, despite the fact that they increase their exahash every month, they're highly efficient, and they came in second place in the number of Bitcoin mined in the month of June. But you can see their performance was in 8th place, and it was a giant drop-off between 7th and 8th. So that's the first one. Even more confusing to me is CleanSpark is up 2% on the month. CleanSpark operationally has been performing very well, so Mawson was in an absolute free fall. They seem to catch themselves, and they're leveling off a little bit, but still for the month of July, in a month where Marathon was up 143%, Mawson was actually down 15%. So that's a pretty surprising result. So the question is, you know, in this half where you can see they clearly underperformed, the bottom half clearly underperformed the top half. So I look through here to see, is there any potential investing opportunities? So, you know, you guys can make that decision for yourself. This is not financial advice. So obviously you guys do your own due diligence and decide and see if you see any opportunities in some of these underperformers. And again, it's not even that they performed poorly. Up 20% in a month is a good month, but it's way underperforming this industry over the month of July. Okay, so this is Bitcoin on the 30-minute time frame. So for about a 7 or 8 hour period, Bitcoin went up and then sideways. So that was a big improvement from, it was sitting right at our orange line, which as always is where the equity markets closed on Friday. So when the equity markets closed on Friday, Bitcoin was at $23,906. So it was still sitting there about 8 or 9 hours ago, and then it had a nice run up. We got all the way up to $24,666 according to this chart. So we did take out an important line. When we go to the 4-hour time frame, I'll show you what this line is, but this was a local high from 10 days ago. So we've spent the last 10 days under this line. We candle wicked above it once. We've got several candles to close above this now, including a 4-hour candle. But you can see this was the 30-minute candle I'm talking about, and now we've moved on to the next one. All this progress we made all day long, we just gave it all back in 30 minutes. That leaves us right where we were when the market closed on Friday. So, these types of ups and downs happen over the weekend. This was July 20th at 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. So that was over 10 days ago. And you can see in the previous 4-hour candle, we did close a green candle above that. So yesterday we candle wicked above it, but quickly ran down back below. And then we had this very strong candle today. And this candle closed at 24,540. So that was clearly above our line, which means technically we've set a higher high, which is part of the relief rally that I've been looking to do. Now, I've been looking to get to this line right here, this blue line at 25,366. We did not get there yet, so we'll have to wait the rest of the weekend and see how this plays out, because obviously we've had a big pullback really in just the last 40 minutes. So we'll see where we go from here. But we did break this high, so that does mean we have a higher high. Not sure if we're going to have to go all the way down and reset and have a higher low and then take a run back up here, or if we can quickly reset and continue this run over the weekend. So that's what we'll wait and see. This is the 200-week moving average. This has been a big level of support for Bitcoin since it came into existence. There's only been 2 other times we've ever gone below this, and on those 2 times we flashed below it for anywhere from a day to a week and then got back above it. This time you can see we had an extended stay below this, and we got well below it for over a month. So 4 days ago we had a big green candle that finished above the 200-week moving average. We've had 3 more candles since then that are now above the 200-week moving average pretty comfortably. So we'll see if we can maintain this. You can see this was a very green day, other than, we went from the top of this candle wick to the bottom really in the last 45 minutes. So we'll see where the rest of the day goes. But unless something drastic happens, it looks like at least for today, we will be well above the 200-week moving average again. I'm going to put my lines back on, and I'm going to go to the daily RSI. So you'll see this continues to head in the right direction. Higher highs, higher lows. We've got this arrow pointing. So we've been following right along this path. We're currently at 61.3. So this actually was a little bit higher about 30 or 40 minutes ago. We were over 62, close to 63. So, that fluctuates obviously as the day goes on. So we'll have to see if we can close that on a higher high. But you can see this is still trending in the right direction. We are not yet anywhere near overbought. We're in the low 60s. This can easily get up to the mid 70s. Anything technically 70 and above is overbought, but we could see a run up even further than that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. This is HIVE on the 15-minute time frame. So this is Friday on the 15-minute time frame. You can see here's what I want to look at is the volume in the last candle of the day. So you can see the typical volume in a 15-minute time frame is somewhere around 20 to 25,000. Some of these even get a lot lower than that, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Well, in the last 15 minutes of the day, the volume on this was 223,000 shares. And you can see this was a massive candle to the upside. HIVE was already having a nice day all day long, but for whatever reason, the volume 10 or 15x'd in the last 15 minutes of the day. And this candle was a massive green candle. And they were not alone. There was one other company that did basically the same thing. I just switched over. This is Core Scientific on the 15-minute time frame, and this looks very, very similar. Typical volume here is anywhere from 5,000 to 25,000 on a 15-minute candle, and then once again, we see the final candle of the day here. The volume was 358,000 shares traded. And again, this was just a massive green candle. So that brought them up to 16.7% up on the day. So those two were unusual behavior. So I'm just going to close out on the 30-minute time frame, and you can see it looks like we candle wicked all the way down to about 23,800. We're back to 23,900. We've been over 24,000 almost the entire weekend, so we just seem to be slipping below it right now. We'll have to see where we go from here. So I will probably do another update if anything meaningful happens over the course of the day on Sunday. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Monday. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying your weekend. And please remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next video.